And that is that.
We would like to say thank you to some of our most loyal regulars. And now, the best of Speaker's Corner regulars.
I've been going to Starbucks and I've been getting myself a tall latte. Guess what? I am now officially known as Tall Latte, at least in my Starbucks location. As soon as I walk in, the girl looks at me and she says, "Tall latte." I nod. She makes me my tall latte. Just like that. It's amazing. I wish that would work like that at home, you know, for dinner. But anyway, I've met quite a few nice people there, all by their coffee names. I've met Cafe Americano, Mocha, Cafe Grande, Iced Tea, Mochaccino, Frappuccino. They're all nice people in the coffee world, that is. Outside, I don't know. But one day, I bumped into Mochaccina at Subway. I was in line in front of her. And the guy took my order, and he says to me, "Meatball?" And I said, "No, footlong Italian." Again, he said, "Meatball." I said, "No, footlong Italian." He got the message and said, "Oh, yes, footlong Italian." I looked back and I said, "Oh, Mochaccina, what are you doing here?" And she says, "Oh, tall latte. I'm just getting my lunch." So, as I left, she made her order, and over there at Subway, she's known as Veggie Delight. So you see, make sure that when you go somewhere, you start off with what you want to be known as. Because you see, if you ever come to my butcher shop, you don't want to be known as pork butt or sausage. Come in with something big like T-bone, ribeye, you know, or spicy Italian sausage.
This is Stone Cold Steve Austin, the toughest son of a bitch in Toronto. A little while ago, Stone Cold saw on Speaker's Corner this big old piece of trash named Flesh used to come on out and steal Jason Sensation's girlfriend.
Flesh, I'm at the end of my rope, okay? All I did was do a soulmate search, and I found her, and now everyone's trying to take my life away from me.
Get out of the way! You ain't got nothing. Come here! Steal my belt? Now I'm gonna steal your soulmate, Sensation.
He took the man's soulmate. He made him feel like a piece of trash. And Stone Cold Steve Austin is fixing to open a can of the biggest whoop ass you ever seen, Flesh. And I'm gonna open it up on your ass.
Are you listening? TTC riders, you're getting a little rude. Cell phones off. I don't want to hear what you were doing last weekend. I don't want to hear what you want to do next weekend. I don't want to hear who you're doing tonight. Those guys at the back of the bus who like to sit in the middle seat, spread their legs, and show the world what they've got. Aren't your pants a little baggy for that? I mean, could we stop that, please? You really don't need 3 seats. You know, that brings me to another thought about seat taking. If you see a seat in between 2 people and you're too big for it, don't try.
I'm getting a great deal of enjoyment out of the comedic irony of the campaign for Casino Rama. It's very good. First of all, they started off by saying, you know, don't go to see hockey games because you'll have to walk up all those stairs and it'll tire you out, so don't bother going. And then they had one where they said, you know, you shouldn't go to see baseball games because, whoa, boring. And then it got personal. They went after stand-up comics and they said, yeah, you know what, don't go see stand-up comedy because the comic might say a bad word and it'll embarrass your family. So, and then at the end of it all, every time, they always say the same thing. Choose your entertainment wisely. Come to Casino Rama. It's the wisely that I find funny. Come to Casino Rama, a place where you could lose your house in a couple of hours. Yeah, throw your kids' college funds on a table and roll the dice. So sure, you'll show up with your wife in your car, but they're gonna go home without you because you have a gambling problem. A place that plummets employment rates, crime goes up, and everything else every time they go into the community. Just a terrible thing for any town that has a casino, and yet they think it's a wise thing to go. So I say, choose your entertainment wisely. Go anywhere but a casino. Thanks.
Goodbye, Toronto.